Well, we are live. Episode 1 of MMA Uncensored podcast. I'm amped for this episode. I can't wait because we got great shit going down tonight. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship President David Feldman on the show tonight. Episode 1. We got a lot of news to talk about. We got a lot of things to cover. Coronavirus, how it's affected the combat sports world, and so much more tonight. We also got Christine Curran calling in tonight of Celebrity Boxing. So we got a nice episode tonight, episode 1 of many, many more to come. With that being said, as I sip on my pina colada, I just want to say, do me a quick favor, guys. You got to subscribe to this channel. We're on Anchor right now for the podcast version of it. And also, if you follow MMA Uncensored on Facebook as well as Instagram, you'll be able to get the latest and greatest news in all of combat sports, as well as on the video side and podcast side. So you want to do that. Also, shout out to Bare Knuckle Freak, Bare Knuckle News, strictly Bare Knuckle News at Bare Knuckle Freak. You can check them out on Facebook, on Instagram, and also my brother podcast, a Guy Thing podcast. That's pretty much universal variety show, talking about everything. All right. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get the CEO of MMA Uncensored himself on the screen. My man, I call him Big Papa, but this is my man, Chris LeBeau. What's up, Chris? How we doing today, bro?
What's up, everybody? It's time.
Dude, man, first and foremost, I want to thank you here on the podcast for hiring me as the host of MMA Uncensored podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. What you sipping on, brother?
This is a cold Bud Light. I am not sponsored by them, but it's cold and delicious. What about you? What are you sipping on, brother?
Right now, I made my own homemade pina colada. It's not like you get in the restaurants, my friend. This is homemade Joe stuff. So this is the real deal, Holyfield, man. I love this stuff. I'm a pina colada guy. I always have been. I always like this shit. Yeah, everybody's in the chat right now. I just want to say a quick what up. Kevin Smith, what's up? Brian Maxwell, what's up? Kevin Smith, big behind the scenes. Kevin Smith on Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
He's the man.
Yeah, you guys.
Me and Kevin drove back from Kansas after the show was canceled last month. We drove 21 hours from Wichita to Tampa. Him and I in the same car. It was a blast.
That's pretty dope, man. Yeah,
Kev will agree.
He's a cool dude, man. He really is. But
yeah, the airports were getting shut down, so we had to get in the car and get home.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to when we bring Dave Feldman in onto the podcast.
Joey!
Definitely. Oh, Joey Beltran, the heavyweight champion of the world and bare knuckle and Police Gazette champ. What's up, Joey? Glad you joined the show tonight, man. We got to get Joey Beltran on one of these days.
We do. He's out there in California. Hope he's doing Hope you're doing okay, Joey. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I hope everybody that's tuning in right now, I hope you guys are okay. Your families are okay. I mean, it's super important. I know we're all going nuts right now, staying home. I mean, just trying to occupy ourselves. Some people are out of work. It's tough. So I hope everybody's doing okay. And I hope all the fighters out there keeping busy and training and old school Rocky Balboa style. That's all I got to say. Got to do it.
That's right. Well, we're going to put on a good show for you guys tonight. We're going to try to keep it fresh, moving, high energy. Hopefully we have some breaking news. We're going to do some fun stuff for y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Feel free to interact, comment. We'll probably take some calls later. And we're going to do a show. We're going to do a show next week. Dr. Bo Hightower. He's going to be on it. And I forgot who the second guest was, Joe. Do you remember?
We got Hector Lombard's in the
Hector Lombard.
He's coming on. We got
James
Krause coming on.
Oh, don't forget. The Rush Hammer is coming exclusively to MMA Uncensored podcasting.
Artem Lobov. Without further ado, can't wait. Artem's a cool dude, and I look forward to having a talk with him. I got somebody special on the line right now. I really like this guy, and I know a lot of people that are watching like this guy. President and CEO of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Mr. David Feldman. Dave, what's up?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey, David, how are you?
Good, man. Doing good.
Good to see you.
Welcome to
see
the
you, brother.
podcast. Dave, first and foremost, how are you and your family doing during this crazy time?
Everybody's good. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Everybody's good. We're doing great. We're just trying to get through.
Yeah.
So many other things out there, in the world that's going on. Sorry, guys. So many different things that we have so much stuff to be thankful for, and we are working internally of what we can do to keep this thing going. We have a lot of good content coming out next week. We have some more content coming out the following week. We're looking at doing a closed door show in Florida in about 4 weeks. We just want to make sure that everybody's kind of safe down there. We just don't want to be the cause of anybody having any type of being the cause of any spread of this or anything like that. So we don't want to do that at all. We want to make sure that everything we're doing is is good for everybody. And people love bare knuckles. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just turning this off so I can so I don't keep getting that beep.
All good.
Sorry, my man. Well, yeah, man. Look, the family's good. Everybody's good. We're trying to do what we can to help the community. We're doing different things here and there, so everything is great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Everybody's dealing with it. I talked to quite a few people, and everybody's dealing with it their own way. But there are concerns. I mean, a lot of sports got canceled. Aside from combat sports, we're dealing with a lot of.
You guys hear me?
The Olympics.
Everything's been shut down.
They just put us on 30-day quarantine here in Florida as of today. You can only go out and get food or go to the doctor and whatnot. So we're stuck for 30 days here. Yeah, but we're good. We're loaded up on supplies. Everybody's good.
Hey, man, let's get that toilet paper ready.
So, is that essential?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, so it's been tough. But I think we got working on getting Dave back on. So, Dave will be back. I think we got him again. Let's see. There we go. Back in action. So, Dave, first I wanted to ask you, I know there's a lot going on, but the Bkfc 11 was supposed to go down in Kansas. Obviously, it didn't happen. I'm just curious what was going on behind the scenes, gearing up to get everybody to Kansas. What was going on? What kind of phone calls were happening for you? And
we were Kansas was only at that time only had 2 positive coronavirus cases. So, we talked to the governor's office, we talked to the athletic commission, we talked to the city of Wichita, and everybody was good for the event. So we flew everybody down, and we tried to get that event rolling. Thursday, Wednesday we arrived. We went around, we looked at the town, we met Nico Hernandez, Dave Rickles, just went around and got a scope of the town. On Thursday, we had the official press conference, the final press conference. And right after that press conference, 10 minutes after, I got a call from the arena, actually, that Wichita had put a limit on the amount of people that could be inside the arena. And at that point, the amount of people that they put on was not going to work for us. So they put on a 50 people, and with our fighters and our staff and the production that we had and their staff, it just wasn't going to work for us at all. So we had to let that show go. And everything happens for a reason, right? I mean, I think we took care of all the fighters. All the fighters got taken care of very well. We took care of a lot of staff members, did everything that we could do on that respect. And what sucked for us is that we were pissed off about is it was actually our largest it was going to be our largest attended event to date. So it was awesome for us. We were pumped about it. But you know what? Like I said, everything happens, and we'll be back there tentatively rescheduled for June 20th.
Okay.
As long as everything's going good with the health of the country, and we're able to do that. But we'll be back June 20th. It's a tough time for the country. It's a tough time for everybody. The problem is it's not just what's going on. It's nobody knows how long it's going to last. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's hard to plan things, but we're doing what we can do. We have, like I said, we have some good content pieces coming out. We have some things coming up with the fighters. we're attempting to do that closed door show, which I think is going to happen. And I think the
Will
fans
that be on pay-per-view, Dave?
I think it's actually going to be, we're going to do a free show, give back to the fans, let the fans, look, everybody's going through a tough time. Nobody has a lot of money right now to spend. And if we can give back to the fans and gain new fan bases for when everybody is back on their feet, I think it would be amazing.
Wow, that's
great.
amazing,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I mean, this is a business, right? And we're in this to build a business and make money with it and do what we got to do. But right now, we are truly, we're all in this together, man. We're all in this together. Everybody's in this together, man. I mean, and the people that aren't, and the people that are going out and doing things they're not supposed to do, that's the people the reason why this thing continues and continues and continues. I mean, people sit on their couch and watch TV and they eat snacks, and that's what they do normally. And now they're told to do it, they don't want to do it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, let's just get American faith again so we can all get back to what we got to do. I mean, like I said, it's going to pass and we're going to come back. We had a tremendous day today. Today was actually a great day for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship in a couple different ways. We were able to secure, going through a couple of charities and procure almost 500,000 masks for one of the states, which I'm not going to mention that state until it's completely done. But we were able to procure a 500,000 masks to keep some of the frontline workers, some of the police, the firefighters, the EMTs safe. So that was really, really awesome for us, and we were proud of that. And the other thing that we did was we actually talked to one major network today, and we're very, very close to a network deal right now, close as we've ever been. So I think the fans are really going to be able to watch Bare Knuckle on a way wider scale than they've ever had before.
Can I ask you? I know you can't mention any names of networks right now, I'm sure, but is this something that would be like a monthly thing, a weekly thing?
No, man, this is going to be on TV. This is going to be television. We're going to be able to have millions and millions of people watching this. So it's, like I said, nothing happened, and I don't want to jinx it. So knock on wood.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And but I think we just made a big move today, and regardless of that, we're going to keep climbing. We're going to keep busting our asses and doing what we got to do. What's up, Brian? My man, Brian Maxwell. He will step in there with anybody at any time, man. Love that dude. Yeah, man. We're pumped up. Like I said, man, it's a frustrating time for everybody. I mean, I'm sure a lot of families are sitting home, getting on each other's nerves, wanting to climb through the wall. I mean, I know I do. I know my wife does. I know, the kids are going crazy. But it is what it is. We're all going to get through this. It's going to pass pretty soon, and we're all going to be better for it, because if we can get through this hardest time in any of our lives, really, that we can get through anything, really.
It's true. Do you think this, for you as a businessman, we try to look at the positive, right? Is this a blessing in disguise in a way? At least now you have more time to focus on other things behind the scenes and maybe
100%. We didn't want that show canceled. That was hard for us financially and for the fans and the fighters. I mean, the fighters that trained really hard for that fight. So that was hard for us. Aside from that, I think it was a blessing in disguise that gave us time to sit back, to really plan some of our shoulder content, to get these meetings out of the way where we're not planning for fights. We have time to really focus on the growth. And, so I think we're doing what we can do. And, we're going to have some great fights. Actually, here's Christine Fiera up here. What's up, Christine?
Christine!
I'm actually going to be, I think Nate talked to Christine. What we're going to do is we're going to replay some of these fights, and we're actually going to replay Christine and Helen, and we're going to have those two guys commentate the fight with us. So it'll be pretty good to get.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So that's some of the other content we're looking at. Look, we have so many guys reaching out right now still, especially now with what's going on. And, we're moving forward, man. Yes, it was probably a blessing in disguise, but, it is what it is. We're here. You guys are there. We're all here. We're all making the best of the situation, right? You guys are starting something new. We're thinking of new creative ways to get our stuff out there, and we're going to be cool, man.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why me and Joe teamed up at this time after Kansas. We talked to some of the guys, including Kevin, and it was time to make some moves. So here we are. I got back to Florida. him and I met up and we said, let's do it. Here we
Yeah.
are 3 weeks later. Our first show, make some moves, get some shit done.
It's great. It's great.
Absolutely, it is. And what are some other things that you've been doing behind the scenes to get geared up? Because obviously we got this closed door event that you've been working on, the TV deal, huge. Anything on the fighters side? Is there any conversations with other fighters?
We're talking to some really, really interesting fighters right now. Where there's some free agents coming our way right now, and some former professional boxing world champions, some former top contenders. We're working on inking those deals. We're not, I think everybody's just up in the air right now of when we're going to do that, because we want to. When we make a promise, we want to deliver. You know what I mean? And it's hard right now because we have so many fighters on our roster and we're only doing a certain amount of events. Although we're doing a monthly event, it's hard to keep the guys as busy as we would like to. We'd love to have them fight on every show, but we just can't. So until we're able to do more shows, we're watching who we're signing, and every signee that we do right now is going to be something that's most people are going to be like, wow. So, people are loving what we're doing. I think it's exciting. I had to talk to the network today about, well, what makes you different? And I said, it's just nonstop, fast-paced excitement the whole entire fight. I mean, that's what it is. It's real. It doesn't get any more real than this. And not just real in the sense that it's bare knuckles, but real in the sense where there's not an A side and a B side here. There's two A sides every time. We don't have someone in there saying, we're going to put this guy in and hopefully he beats this guy really easy and wins. We say we're going to put this guy in with this guy or this girl in with this girl, and we're going to have one of the best fights we've ever had. And that seems to be, that what happens more often than not with bare knuckle.
Bkfc 10, Dave, what was your favorite fight that night?
And there was a lot. I really liked the fight until the knockout. I thought Abby and Datnewin was probably the fight of the night until, obviously until then. I mean, look, how can you not really become a Caleb Harris fan right now? Not become a Caleb Harris fan. I mean,
yeah,
huge underdog. I think he was 6-1 underdog in that fight and came up and did his thing. Joey Beltran, he was supposed to fight up here in April. We're going to talk about that a little bit. What's up, my man? So, I mean, there was a lot of great fights, but what was more than anything was the atmosphere there was unbelievable.
Yes, it was
unbelievable in South Florida, because people they said, look, South Florida can be tough for a fight town. You don't know if it's good, it's going to be good or bad. And man, they really welcomed us. It was awesome. It was awesome for us, and can't wait to go back there. We had our plan, it fell through today. May 16th was going to be at the Hard Rock Stadium where the Super Bowl was, and that just fell through today. The stadium had pulled the plug on that one. Mm-hmm. But, again, we'll be back. I mean, we're not going anywhere. It gave us time to regroup, time to think about how we want to do things and get sponsors, just everything and really move the ball forward.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Florida had a great time. I mean, really, the atmosphere alone. For anybody that's watching that you haven't been to a live bare knuckle fighting championship event, it's like nothing you've ever seen. You can just feel it in the crowd. Everybody's into it. You could feel the vibe from the new fans that are coming in that are excited. Like, what am I going to see tonight? And once these guys toe the line, these girls toe the line, it is literally like action that you've never seen before. I mean, I am a true fan of it. I love it. Dave, you know this already. Chris, you know this. And it really is. I actually ran into a friend, Dave, that I hadn't seen in a little while. And he's like, oh my God, what's going on? What are you doing here? And I'm like, hey man, I'm doing my thing. And he's like, yeah, this is my first time watching bare knuckle. I said, let me know what you think at the end of the night. And he came up to me at the end of the night. He said, I am a fan.
Man, what's crazy about it is once you watch it, you become a fan. But here's the craziest thing is the women love it. Like, they love it. They're scared to go to it the first time. My wife was like, I don't know. I didn't want to go. She didn't go to the first 4 events. She won't miss an event now. They love it. They love it. I mean, it's real. I mean, it doesn't get any more real than this. And it's real fighters. And the thing I really like about our fighters is they don't ask for easy fights. They always ask for tough fights. They want to become the best, because right now, becoming the best isn't as hard as becoming the best. Becoming the best in the UFC right now is really hard. There's so many fighters out there. Becoming the best in bare knuckle, it's really a time for them to shine. And I think that's why they want the toughest fight. And we got some great competitors out there and some great guys that are coming on. So, March 14th, it's a shame that it didn't happen, but we'll be back. We'll be back with that show. That was a tremendous show. Dave Rickles, I don't know if you just saw, but his walkout that he did in one of his Bellator fights was on ESPN yesterday or the day before. And what he did,
Sledgehammer?
It was awesome, man. Awesome, where he DDT'd the guy or whatever he did. It was just phenomenal. Great dude. I got to be really cool with all them guys down there too. They're all really cool, man. And they want to fight, and they really want to fight, and they didn't pick and choose their opponents, and I love it, man. And that was one where we had Olympic bronze medalist Nico Hernandez on, and he's going to be back too. So this is great, man. This is great. And then we were going into April 11th. April 11th was going to be another new state in Birmingham, Alabama, and that was going to be one of the fights I was super, super excited about. Was going to be Joey Beltran fighting Mark Godbeer. I mean,
champ versus
they really don't know how to take a backward step. I mean, so far in his 4 or 5 fights he's fought for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, he's 2 fighter tonight so far. So it's it's phenomenal with Joey Beltran, and then Mark Godbeer. I mean, he won that fight with valor. He won 3 fights in a row in devastating fashion. So, when 2 strong forces like that collide, man, you never know what's going to happen. So that's going to be awesome. But, that's what happened with that event. But, just let's talk about the sport for a minute. Like, this is some badass fucking guys that come out to fight in this sport. This is unbelievable. I get excited. I'm a fucking fan of this shit. I sit there and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I can't believe what I'm watching still. And I've been working on this thing for 10 years. So what we're going to do actually next week also is we're going to revisit Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 1, and I'll give you, guys, like, there was so much leading up to that event and what we did to make that thing happen that nobody really knows, and we're going to let everybody know about that. But we had bomb threats, we had death threats, we had everything that you would imagine leading up to that event, and it was unbelievable. So we're going to relive that one with myself, my son David, who was my operations guy, Sean Wheelock, Jeff Houston. Everybody's going to get a chance to talk on that. Brian Pedersen, the chairman of Wyoming Athletic Commission. So it's great, man. It's great where we've been, and it's even more exciting where we're going, man. This is we're not slowing down anytime soon. And I think I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a long time. 3 years into the game, I think that we should be able to be a major player in combat sports, and I put an exclamation point behind that right now.
Definitely.
I believe it. You know what I find really interesting about bare knuckle is the fact that even if you don't, like, if you're new to the sport, let's say, for example, and you don't know who all the fighters are, there's something special about that squared circle. There's something special about 2 guys, 2 girls towing the line just a few feet away from one another, ready to go. It's just something totally different. Something exciting is going to happen, but you don't know if it's going to happen in the first round or the last round. And that's, I think, what's really exciting, at least for me as a fan watching it.
No, for sure, man. And look, we talked about the even matchups that we make, but let's say we didn't make an even matchup. Any guy that gets in there, look at Travis Thompson. This is a guy who will fight anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Dave, it's also Travis's birthday today.
It is. Happy birthday, Trav, my man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Travis.
He's not that good looking of a guy, but he can fight.
He dresses good though.
He's a great guy. No, Trav, I've known Trav for a long time. I actually, I sparred with him a couple of times in the past when I was boxing. My father trained him a little bit, so I've known Travis for a long, long time.
Christine.
Joey Beltran.
Yep. That was a battle with Lopez and Beltran. Wow.
Yeah,
it was a smoke show, that fight.
Joe, can I interrupt real quick?
Chris, what's your favorite fight from bare knuckle to this point? Your favorite fight?
I got a list of questions for you, but okay. My favorite fight.
I know mine.
I'm gonna say Knight versus Lobov 1. That's not my number 1. Yes, sir. How about you?
I mean, that's the one that turned the corner for us as far as people like going, wow, this is something. So absolutely. I mean, those guys showed that night what bare knuckle fighting was all about. As far as they would rather die in the center of that ring than to take a backward step, and that really, those two guys. I take my hat off to those guys. They really helped this sport, and I'd like to think that we've helped them along the way as well. And it was a great partnership for that, and it was an awesome fight. And the rematch was almost as good, with Jason Knight just a little more polished in that fight. But that was phenomenal. What about you, Joe?
Faria Peralta.
Whoa.
Love it.
Love that fight.
I love it too.
Loved
I love it too. But let me say this
Loved
one thing, okay? That punch when Christine was down and she nailed her like that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, that was because we saw that happen. Was it Bkfc 9? I think, David.
Yeah.
The guy looks like the Undertaker. I forget his name. He got punched on the ropes and down, and they did a DQ. I think it was Bkfc 9 in Biloxi.
It was
I'm not sure, 8 or 9. I'm not sure.
It was 7, I think. No, it was
okay.
It was 9. It was 9.
Okay, yeah, 9. Yeah, Biloxi.
Which fight was that?
Adrian Miles fought Wes
Sims. Wes Sims.
Yeah, Wes Sims. So,
Yeah.
that was.
I did see that.
I thought that was a turning point in that fight for me. Because she was down and, man, she nailed her. Christine didn't even flinch. She got right back in the game. She's like, let's fucking dance.
But again, this is what the fucking sport's all about. Christine begged me for a rematch. I mean, a brutal battle like that, and she begged me for a rematch. That shows what she is. Wes Combs, it was not Wes Sims. Wes
Combs. Okay, Wes Combs.
But that shows what it. The kind of fighters that fight here, and Helen also. I mean, if you don't know Helen, you gotta love her. She's had a tough background, as a lot of these guys did, growing up in Dominican Republic, and a lot of stuff that happened to her, and she wanted it too. I mean, she cried at this last fight that didn't happen. She just said, I wanted it to fight. I wanted to fight. I wanted it to happen, and unfortunately it didn't, but it will happen again. Hopefully here on June 20th, as long as this thing clears up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about this sport, man. I'm excited about it.
Nice words from Joey Beltran, the champ.
Yeah, nice words, Joey. Good guy.
Thank you, man. But you know what? You came to fight every single time, so you deserve to be where you're at, brother.
Yeah, right.
I got to tell you, his last fight when he fought Chase Sherman for the belt.
That was a good fight.
I saw a different Joey Beltran. I really did. I don't know what he did for training. Joey, you could probably answer this question, but it seemed like his cardio was on point.
Yeah,
this guy kept coming.
I heard a lot about his training, and he was training with some of the top heavyweight professional boxers in the world. And I was like, this is great. And then the first round came out, and I was like, oh, man, I thought I was going to see a different Joey Beltran. Then towards the end of the second round, I was like, damn. And then the third round, I was like, whoa, we're seeing a different Joey Beltran now. I got it. A different Joey Beltran to this, not much different, because he doesn't like to take a backward step, but a different Joey Beltran to the point where he would rather have died than to lose that fight. He wanted that scrap, and he wanted to take it home with him, and he did.
Yeah, he turned that pressure on. He turned that pressure on in the second round and just kept smothering Chase. Yeah.
But let's take nothing away from Chase Sherman, man. I mean, that was a hell of a fight, man. I'd love to see that fight again. So maybe I'd love to fight. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
So, what about now that we've settled? We got 10 pay-per-views under our belt here, and you've seen a lot of action. Obviously, you've been dealing with all the fighters. What is one match that you'd really like to put together with the current roster that you have?
I think the fight I am putting together is one that I really want to see. I want to see Datton and Wynn fight Johnny Bedford. I think that's going to be one hell of a fight. I think it would be great to see a rematch with Jason Knight and Jim Allers in bare knuckle now.
Yes,
they had a fight in the UFC. I think that's going to be a tremendous fight.
Let me ask you, Dave. Would you try to slide Knight in 155 tournament if he'd do it?
I mean, I can't. It's already made up right now, but he made his mind that he wanted to drop in weight. But Jason's someone that we're going to be talking to shortly about what he wants to do next. He's one of our guys. So I mean, he helped make this thing what it is. He's the guy that wants to fight and do what he has to do, and he does it. So we're excited to get him back in the game too. There's just, like I said, it sucks in a way that we can't do more shows, because I want to have all these guys fight more often. I just can't right now. Financially, we can't do it yet. We can't just throw a show every week like the UFC does. And really, we don't want to, because I think it oversaturates. I think we're doing it at a good pace now. giving people what they want. But I can't wait to do this show in about 5 to 6 weeks here, and when we can announce it next week when we have all the logistics down and get back to the fans again. Because if you guys don't know, Bkfc 7 was in Biloxi, and that was supposed to be with the new app that came out, and they sent us a contract and everything was worked out, and they pulled out 11 days before that event, and they said they couldn't fund the event like they said they could, so we decided to do it on Fight TV and on YouTube, and we did well over 1 million people watching that fight live. So that speaks volumes for our numbers and the kind of interest that we can have if we get the right kind of broadcast partner.
That's a good deal. Hey, Joe, I want to do my little name game with David. So, want to do that at the end, or you want to do it now?
Now you brought it up. You may as well do it now. I got more questions for Dave, but go ahead. We'll break it up a little bit.
All right, Mr. Feldman, I'm going to ask you. This is the name game. I'm going to say 4 names of fighters or athletes. You just give a 1-word description, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. The first one: Floyd Money Mayweather.
Smart.
He is smart. Artem Lobov.
Warrior.
Dana White.
He's man.
Pass.
And he's no, you know what I mean. He's a brilliant guy, man. I mean, there's not many guys better than him, so I'd have to say brilliant.
Absolutely. Iron Mike Tyson. Last one.
Iron Mike Tyson. Animal.
Beast.
Animal.
All yours, Joe. Thank you, Mr. Feldman.
Oh man.
I like it. I like it a lot. Dude, I would say Tyson, yeah, animal. I agree 100%, animal. But his growth game is pretty strong, man. That guy, he's grown a lot over the years, man.
Absolutely, man. Look, he did some bad things and he paid his price for it, right? And you have to be a fan of his comeback, at least what he did, not even professionally, but what he did as a person, as a comeback, and how he wants to be a different person. You know what I mean? I think you got to take your hat off to that. I mean, he's a fucking animal, that guy. He is, man. I mean, and look, man, who's teaching somebody at 19 years old to be one of the most popular guys in the world? Nobody. Like, they don't teach you that, and you grow up on the streets of Brownsville, New York, and, you know, it happens. But he came back, and he did a great thing.
Yeah, man, he's got an amazing podcast now. He's got that Tyson Ranch going on out there.
He's got that, like, super weed, right, Joe?
He's got, like, all these different strands of weed, and they just come out during the podcast. He's asking people before the show, like, hey, what kind of high are you looking for? You want to be mellow? You want to be hyper? I got everything. Guys is just living life, man. Living life.
Good guy.
So, Dave, I wanted to ask you this, too. I read that on May 5th, there was supposed to be a summit that was going to happen for bare knuckle, working on different types of rules, maybe some more regulations, possibly. Can you shed some light on that? And not going to probably go down with this Corona thing, right?
Probably not. It's going to go down. It's just be postponed. But Adam Warbach of the Kansas Athletic Commission has just been a big proponent of this thing since before I ever even did a fight. He's been fighting for this for a long time. I take my hat off to that dude. Awesome guy. And Sean Wheelock, who is also a member of the Kansas Athletic Commission, unpaid member. He's on the board, and he's an amazing guy, as you know, and he's one half of our commentating team. He's awesome. We were kicking around an idea, how do we get all the commissioners together to really push this to the next level? And they came out, and Adam said he wanted to do a summit. And I was like, yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, I would love to do it. It's not just about Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We're inviting they're inviting anybody that wants to come out that's a promoter for bare knuckle fighting to make the sport better. Any regulator that wants to come out to show how to unify the regulation. Any officials that want to learn a little better. Any of the fighters, really anybody that wanted to be involved with bare knuckle and pushing this sport forward was invited to that thing. And so far, before this coronavirus thing hit, the response was unbelievable from the states that were coming out, the athletic commissioners that were coming out. Some really, really big states and some really meaningful states were coming out, and it was awesome. So we'll get back to that too, but it was great to see that everybody was really interested in this thing. And this is, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I would say if you guys still want to have it May 5th, I'll be happy to host it on my platform. We won't go live though.
That's a great idea. The thing is we need to be in person there, but it would be great to get everybody on at one time. It's great where things are going. Look, you know what's crazy about this thing? I haven't really dealt with many assholes with bare knuckle fighting, as far as the fighters and the regulators and the guys that I've been dealing with that have already done it. Some of the guys that won't do it, there are some assholes out there, some regulators that just won't even entertain it. This isn't everybody's cup of tea. I get it.
Yeah.
Like blondes aren't for every one of us, and brunettes aren't for every one of us. Like girls with big, breasts or big asses or whatever it may be, right? We don't know. We don't know what each of us likes, right? And everybody might not like bare knuckle, but if you don't like it, then you just pass on and go to the next thing. But when you talk bad about bare knuckle without even giving it a shot or without even entertaining it, I think you're an asshole. And that comes to, one or two big time regulators out there on the West Coast.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got to give things a chance, like people, right? You got to give people a chance. You can't judge a book by its cover, and I agree. And people that don't watch it and judge it, then shame on them.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple. I got a person popped in, asked the question. You had answered this already, but if you just real quickly, Jeremiah Deskins. I know you said it's hard to get everybody fights, but are you looking to sign any new fighters? So.
No, we're definitely looking to sign new fighters and expand the roster. Well, look, as soon as this thing passes, we're going back to monthly shows. Next year, we'll go back to probably 18 shows because we're going to do some shows on a different thing that we did, on a different way. We're going to do this thing and just give it to the fans a little easier. So we're going to do a lot of these different tryouts that we're going to do. And when we do these tryouts, we're going to do some preliminary shows, and it's just going to be 5 or 6 fights. Not our A production, maybe our C production, just to get the content on these guys and have these guys really earn a spot here. That's what we're going to do, because we can't use everybody all the time. So the guys that should be on here, look, there's 2 ways you get on here. You have to be able to fight, number one, but you fight your ass off that we can't deny you, or you have to be able to bring a huge, huge following to the table. So, you have to have one of those things. And if you have both of those things, you can be a superstar.
Speaking of big followings, Hector Lombard in Florida, obviously the main event for Bare Knuckle 10. How was his following leading up to the event?
He's great. I mean, I love, as I got to know Hector at first, it was tough. He speaks broken English and he's quiet. He speaks a lot when he opens up, but he's quiet. He's a quiet dude, and it was hard to get to know him. And now that I got to know him, he's brilliant, man. He's so smart. The guy is really smart. He's opening up. He holds 2 patents himself that he got done. He's a really, really smart businessman, and he fights, man. I mean, he comes to fight. He wants to, see where this thing goes, and he wants to help this thing grow. So he's actually gonna come on board with us even after this is done as the Hispanic ambassador for us. I think
like kind of like Anthony Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Rumble.
Yeah. Rumble's an awesome guy too, man. I love that dude.
We love Rumble. We love Rumble. Rumble, we want you on soon.
Come on down, Rumble.
Come on, Rumble.
Yeah, man. So Hector's a great dude, and his following was like nothing else. I mean, everybody wanted to see him. I think, again, though, first time in South Florida, people got to know us a little bit, and we sold the place out. It was packed, and I think next time, we were going to one of the most sought after venues in all of America, the Hard Rock Stadium, where they just had the Super Bowl. So, we were definitely stepping up, and we created a great partnership with them, and they love what we're doing. They love everything that we're about, and we're going to be back there again.
Scott Burt, the president of the Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're going to definitely try something there. That's only about 45 minutes from our proposed right now, July 11th date, which will be at the Seneca Casino in Allegheny County, New York.
Cool.
So, it's a great state for us to break into, and we're excited to be there, and we're going to do a lot of things. That's actually the induction day for the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame. So we're going to do some things and can join with Scott and see if we can make this the best event for both of us.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to these tryouts. Actually, I want to see some of these no-name, unknown fighters that are trying to make a name for themselves. Because
it's the stories that they bring with them. Like people don't know Arnold Adams. Arnold Adams was our heavyweight champ, right? He came to our tryout. He looked pretty good. He wasn't as personable as I wanted him to be, but he could fight. And his story is what got me. You know, he slept in the train station the night before, or the bus station. I forget if it was the bus station or train station the night before the fight, the tryouts. You know, he didn't have enough money for a hotel room. He had enough money to get there. And he said, I'm going to get there and I'm going to do what I had to do. And he ended up being the inaugural bare knuckle fighting championship heavyweight champion. So that's an amazing story right there in and of itself, man. It's awesome. So, you know, he'll be back too. Again, I wish I could put these guys in a lot more, but I can't. And we'll build this at the pace that we have to and keep this thing going. But there's so many stories with so many guys. Like if you get to know, I know Chris knows Artem a lot better than a lot of guys, but if you get to know Artem and his background and what he went through in Russia before he came here, you know, he's got a hell of a story as well.
Amazing story.
Knight, that's an unbelievable story. I mean, Jim Allers has an unbelievable story. Harris. I mean, all these guys really have a story. You know, they have to have a story. They have to have a story to want to fight with their bare knuckles. They have to have some kind of story to want to do that. And they're begging to fight, man. These guys, I mean, we're getting 30 to 50 fighter applications every week. It's crazy. Wow. It's crazy, man.
Wow. I wanted to ask you, Dave, because of the podcast, I do have fighters reach out to me. Where do we direct them to? Because I don't want to answer for bare knuckle.
Bareknuckle.tv, and then on the bottom of the page, there's a fighter registration page. They can fill that out. And if anyone's listening that filled it out and we didn't get back to you, we apologize. But we're going to really go through that in the next 2 weeks here because we have a little bit of time. So we're going to go through that and get everybody, you know, get back to everybody that we need to get back to. Some guys just sign up for, you know, a stupid reason and they put stupid comments there, but some guys really want to be a part of this, and we're gonna give them their just due.
I love it. I think it's great. Now, speaking of new guys coming on board, rumors are going around. I think you made a couple of posts about it yourself, so I would like to hear it from the horse's mouth himself, Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, you know, if everything works out with Vince McMahon, he'll definitely be over here. You know, he does have a contract with them, and if we can get that ironed out, which I think we can, because I really think it benefits him there as well. And you know, he's a great guy, man. He came out actually to a boxing match I was promoting, a small boxing match that I was promoting with my buddy Rodney Rice in Philadelphia a couple weeks ago, right before this thing happened. And he came out, he enjoyed the fights, and we talked, and he was like, I'm in. So, you know, if we can work out the legality stuff there, he's in, 100% in. And I'm looking for some of the right opponents. I think I have some pretty good names in mind that I think would really work well. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. But Bobby Lashley is a great guy with a great following, and I think he'd be a great addition for us.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, speaking of, you know, Chris brought up Dana White before. Vince McMahon, what are your thoughts on him?
You know, I don't know him at all. I know Dana White more because, you know, I'm in his wheelhouse. But I mean, if you don't think Vince McMahon's a genius, then you don't know where you're at in the world. I mean, the guy's so he created a monopoly without having to create a monopoly of professional wrestling, and he's the biggest sports entertainment company really in the entire world.
In world history. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
In the world.
I think it'd be interesting to see, because, you know, right now, WWE, UFC, you know, we're seeing a lot of that lately going on. You know, Brock Lesnar, of course. And then who did Lesnar fight? And one of the crown jewels or something like that, pay-per-view from UFC. Somebody help me out in the chat. But we're seeing that. I'd like to see, it'd be interesting, bare knuckle in WWE, some sort of, you know, with wrestlers that can fight or interested in bare knuckle.
No, I mean, look, you need a little bit of everything. The guy's got to be able to fight, but they got to have personality. They got to be able to sell himself. And Vince McMahon, better than anybody, teaches you how to sell yourself. Because if you can't sell yourself, you can't be a professional wrestler.
True.
You teach you how to sell yourself, and if you can sell yourself the right way, and you have the balls to get in there and fight, then, you know, you're our perfect storm. You're exactly what we're looking for, man.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what happens with that. What's up, Vince? Yeah,
Hey, Vince.
we'll see what happens with that. And
it was Vasquez. Thank you, your brother Damon.
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez. Yeah.
Cain Velasquez. So we got that, and then we also got, you know, we're We have Shannon Briggs is ready to fight. He's going to fight for us in Miami.
Really?
Our next card, yeah. I know that you had talked to Data 5000, and he said that he was talking to Shannon Briggs, but
Right.
he's going to be fighting for Bkfc. I mean,
wonderful news.
There's only one bare knuckle company out there, and it's Bkfc. There's no others.
I love Bkfc, man. I'm a big fan. I saw Dada 5000 at your event at Bkfc 10. He enjoyed himself. I'm sure from a business aspect, he was probably watching the product too and taking notes as well. But that's a testimony to your hard work. You got people coming out there to watch your work and what you're doing. So that's a compliment, I think.
No, absolutely. I mean, I invited him and his team out.
Cool.
No hard feelings, but I mean, this is business, and we know who we are, and we know where we are in the position of bare knuckle fighting. And there's going to be a lot of imitators, but there will never be a duplicator. We are who we are, and it's different because we do things for reasons. We pay guys right. We do everything we're supposed to do the right way. Not that they don't. I don't know their pay scale. I don't know what they do. I'm just saying what we do. Our production is top notch. We do everything that we can do to take this to the next level, and we treat the guys right. And I think Data fought a little bit, so I take my hat off to him there that he can associate with the fighters a little bit as I can, that a lot of these other promoters can't. So, it's good. So, we'll see what happens. I wish him the best of luck because anything good that happens with bare knuckle fighting, period, helps us all. So we can all, get better at bare knuckle fighting and do what we do and put on great shows, and these competitors can put on great shows, and we can, more and more people can watch this great sport. Everything works out for us.
I believe it will. I really do. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens after, this whole coronavirus business comes to an end. There's a lot of fights I want to see as a fan, But,
I got one. Here's one Chris wants to see. I'll wait for David. Here's my fight I'd like to see. I'd like to see Vanderlei Silva versus Vitor Belfort in Brazil.
You know what? That's something that we talked about. I had a great conversation with Vitor Belfort. I actually went out to dinner with him. It was a great time. He's a great guy. He's very interesting. He's super, super intelligent. Things that people really don't know about Vitor. That dude's a genius. He's smart as hell, man. That guy is so smart. But he owes one fighting championship a fight, so he's going to have to fight for them before he can fight. That's something that we talked about, him versus Vanderlei. We talked about, they fight in bare knuckle one fight, they fight boxing one fight, and they fight in MMA one fight. So there's definitely some possibilities there. There's a lot of things I like to do, but things have to happen soon with Vitor, with Vanderlei. I mean, the clock is ticking on those guys, and at the end of their time at that age, you can get old, and they're not active. If you're active, you stay young.
Right.
If you're not active, you can get old fast. But I mean, talk about just smart dudes in this business, man. That they're so smart, and we've had some great guys that we're trying to build here, and one of them is 4-0, 3 knockouts. Jim Allers, Jim the Beast Allers is someone who we can really build up, and he's a favorite to win this 155-pound tournament, but he's got he's going to have tough competition if he gets to the final and if the opponent who I think probably can get to the final, Luis Palomino, that's one hell of a fight. And, that's another fight I'm looking forward to. Yeah. But any fight that Jim Allers fights, I'm really, really looking forward to because he comes fast-paced. He comes to bring it. And I think he got a little bit surprised last time that Caleb didn't go down as fast, and I think it taught him a lot. I think next time you see Jim Allers, although he's been phenomenal so far, I think you're seeing the best Jim Allers you have ever watched for his next fight because I think he learned a lot from that fight.
Came out of nowhere, electrifying fighter, man. I mean, just to see what this guy does and the pace that he sets immediately when the bell rings. I mean, it's like nobody I've seen. It's pretty awesome. Now, I want to ask you, Dave, who else is in the 155 tournament?
Well, we have, Isaac Valley Flag. Robbie Peralta, former Bellator fighter. He's 1-0 in bare knuckle. We have 2 other guys. Honestly, I deal with so many guys I don't have it on top of my head. I know you were going to ask that. I would have been prepared.
All good.
Nate has that. But we also just signed a really good heavyweight. I believe he's 10-1, 8 knockouts. Dylan Kleckler. who's a really good fighter from the Florida area. Big heavyweight. We expect some really good things from him too as well. And the other guy we can talk about who was going to fight on May 16th now to be pushed back is Thiago Alves. I mean, what a guy's done so many things in mixed martial arts and with the UFC, and he's transitioned over to bare knuckle very well. If you follow his training at all of what he's going to do, and I expect that he can do some really good things. See, the thing is, a lot of guys say you guys are getting old fighters and fighters that have been around. Well, the commissioner from California, who I don't really have a lot of respect for him. For what he said that we're using recycled MMA and boxers. Well, where are the bare knuckle fighters at? Where are they? We have to recycle them somewhere. So we have to take them from MMA. We have to take them from boxing. And when we take them from there, we recycle them essentially. But these guys like a Thiago Alves, right? Great grappler, really good striker. But now it's a guy that can only has to concentrate on his hands. Imagine what that's going to do for him. He was great all around. Now he doesn't have to worry about his back getting banged up, his knees getting banged up, his feet getting banged up. He's only worried about his hands. Imagine what kind of fight we're going to get out of this guy right now. And that's why when these guys say these old fighters, well, look, I think I only made one little bit of a mistake so far in bringing some of these former stars in, and it could have been, and I'm not taking anything away from him, great human being, great guy, does a lot for kids, but maybe Bigfoot Silva shouldn't have been in there. I don't know, but Gabriel Gonzaga can punch too, so I don't know. But other than that, I mean, these guys that are fighting, Artem Lobov, he's a warrior. He never gets his ass kicked, ever in the UFC. I mean, he's fought the best in the world, and he comes over and does his thing. So these guys that want to say that we're using washed-up fighters or we're using recycled fighters, I mean, look, try starting your own combat sport and see where you're going to get fighters for. You have to get them from somewhere else. But now we're building our own stars as this thing is going in. Like I said, man, the train is moving fast, man, and get out of the way or get on board.
Get on board.
I've been on board since day one, man. I love the sport, and I love, obviously, bare knuckle fighting championship and everything you've done, Dave. You've been, I mean, I could just speak from my personal experience, but nothing but a gentleman to me, and all the fighters respect the hell out of you. And I think that says a lot about one individual that, you've been working your ass off. We spoke before. I remember you telling me it took 8 years for you to get this thing up and running. I mean, I
can't wait for that show, and I'll let you guys know when it is. What we're going to relive Bkfc 1, because there's so many things that people don't know, and the battles that we had getting there. I never really shared them. I shared them a little bit in this Vice video that they did, but we're really going to open up on this show and just tell everybody all the real stuff that happened. Because it was a struggle. Look, we risked our livelihood. We did things that really ruined everything that we were working for in life because we were trying to get this thing going, and we got it going, and here we are. I'm not saying that we're the UFC or we're Bellator or we're PBC or we're Top Rank Boxing, but what I am saying is I don't think any company could have got this much notoriety and this quickly, or in this amount of time. I mean, we've pushed so hard, did a lot of things that we had to do, and got this thing right so far. So, we're happy. I think most of the fans are happy because I think if you watch it once, if you're a combat sports fan, you're going to watch it again. And the fighters are begging to fight again. Even a guy who doesn't like me from the first show, he just back and he's begging me to fight. So, I mean, we're obviously doing something right. And you're going to have your supporters and you're going to have your detractors. But I love the detractors and I love the supporters because they all make me push even harder, man. But our fans really are like the best in the world. It's almost like a cult following. They love what we're doing. They love being a part of this thing, and it's awesome for us.
Yeah, it's been an awesome ride, Dave.
Yeah, man, it's great.
We're gonna keep riding out.
It's great, man. But I got a hell of a team. I mean, I didn't just risk this together. I had so many guys. My son David, Nate Shook, Bobby Gunn helped me along the way. Bobby Riz is on here. He helped me with my investment. My brother Damon, who's on here, he was at the first fight. We butt heads a lot, but he made sure that nobody was gonna fuck with me. my boy Nelson Lopez. There's just so many guys on and on and on.
Nelson Lopez, my buddy.
That have been a part of his team. My boy Rob Razis, who was my marketer and did everything, to get us to this level, man. There's so many guys to thank, but I'm going to mention names and forget people and hurt people's feelings. But I love all you dudes, man. You guys really have my back, and here we are, man. We're a little over a year and a half into this, and some people say we're the next big thing in combat sports. I mean, and I truly believe that. I believe that, and I believe that I'm leading an army right now to get there, to win this battle and win this war and become the biggest thing in combat sports. And we're not going to stop until we get there or nobody ever watches this again. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Not going to happen. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to get through this coronavirus thing. And I think that, right now it seems tough, but I think it is a blessing in disguise. And I think there's going to be amazing things that are going to happen from now until then. A lot of people got time to sit down, to talk, to think, to people that maybe didn't have time before to talk, they have time to talk now. So anything can happen. And I firmly believe, Dave Feldman, you're going to take full advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, my man.
No, I'm going to do what I can do. But at the same time, right now, we're doing some, like I said at the beginning, we're doing some good things because, look, man, if you're in a position to try to help people and give back and you don't, then you're, I think you're a piece of shit. I really do. Mm-hmm. If you're in the position not to, not even a money position, but an influence position to influence people, to help people right now. Because look, a lot of people need help right now. A lot of people are out of work. Yep. A lot of people, nurses and doctors are fighting this thing on the front line. And if I can't help people, help them and do what we do, then,
Yeah, we saw that story. Is it Pittsburgh News that you gave away a bunch of steak subs to hospital and nurses and doctors? I saw that one online.
Yeah, last week we did. We partnered up with one of my buddies that owns Phillips Steaks down here, one of the best cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, and we fed the
Phillips Steaks.
Phillips Steaks, yeah. And we fed the doctors and nurses on the front line that are on the coronavirus, the COVID-19 floors. So that was amazing. It was amazing just the reception we got from them. We're actually doing it again next Tuesday, University of Pennsylvania Hospital. So we're just going to keep doing little by little by little, anything we can do. Look, we're not saving the world right there, but we're making people feel appreciated. And why they're risking their lives. I mean, how many doctors and nurses right now are either suffering or have died from this disease so far? So I don't want to make it about negative. I want to make it about positive. So instead of, everybody talking about the bad things that's going on with this disease, what's the good that we can make from it? Like what are the good that we can do to help? And we can create new fans now and take this time to create awesome matchups, sign new guys. And when we come out, look, I'm going to do a thing next week also with the fighters. And one guy on the team wanted to do something where we were public service announcement. We're talking about the coronavirus, which we're going to do a little bit. But I want these guys saying that they can't wait till this fucking thing is over so I can break someone's fucking face. Like, that's what I want. Because they want to see guys. They've been in quarantine for so long. And, man, if they can unleash the beast, man, it's going to be exciting. We're going to have some great fights. And it's going to be awesome. And I just saw a comment pop up. When is Bkfc 12 rescheduled for? We don't know yet. It'll probably be August. It'll either be August or September. We do have a July 11th date that's already penciled in, so that's going to happen. And then we can go to August and come back to South Florida in July, man. But Alabama was getting really hyped for this thing. We also have some other new states that are opening up, man. This is just fantastic. It's fantastic where we've been. And if you think about it, I've only been doing it for 18 months, like really been doing this thing for 18 months, and it's so far, man. So it's awesome. We're happy. Everybody's happy, man. This is great, man. And with everything that's going on, to be able to take time to work on this and do what we got to do, amazing. And the support we have from guys like you guys is awesome too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's just because I can speak for Chris, we're fans, man. That's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to.
You motivated me, David. You motivated me.
Awesome,
because we could have just stuck stagnant during this, but we made some moves. MMA Uncensored got verified. We got the new podcast. We're making moves. Thank you for your help with me.
That's awesome. It's awesome, man. But anybody's listening, if you can hit at Bare Knuckle FC on Instagram or at David Feldman 1 on Instagram. Just give us a follow so you can come up with, all our news. Follow you guys on your smash that subscribe button for your YouTube. Hit our Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship YouTube. You can get a lot of great stuff there. So, it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to get back to the fans, man. This is great. Thank you guys for having me. It's been great
David.
You guys, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. I hope your families are well, and we'll be back punching really, really soon.
Can't wait, man. I think I'm gonna start punching the walls in this house, man. I had enough of this fucking quarantine.
Hey, I've been seeing some of the things you've been cooking, Joe. You've been doing it.
Oh my God. We're all going to Joe's house.
I just
want to say thank you, David, for being guest number 1 on our show.
Yeah.
Appreciate you so much.
That's awesome. I'll be guest number 1, and then I'll be guest number 100. All right.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys.
You're a good man.
Thank you, brother. Take care. Well, that was lights out with David Feldman, the president of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Love it. Love it.
That was good.
Love it.
That was good. I like it.
So, yeah, Dave's a great guy. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship's going to be coming back. Dude, he's going to be coming back stronger than ever. And I love that. He segued himself out. I mean, he's a true pro. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we get at the second half of our show now. But, Chris, before we get the amazing Christine Curran on from Celebrity Boxing and Dyna Divas TV, the beautiful and talented Christine, we're going to do some giveaways real quick, mid-show giveaways. Chris, what are you giving away there, buddy?
Well, the first half, we're going to give away this nice, let me get the camera right. This Bare Knuckle Toe the Line t-shirt.
Wow.
Pick the winner. And after, we're going to do another two t-shirt giveaway in the next round. 2.
I love it. Let's pull up the winner of the. So that was the first winner, right?
All right, the second winner is going to get an MMA Uncensored red. And then they're going to get an MMA chill.
Ooh, okay. So first winner, Jamie Pignatelli.
Pick him, Joe.
Jamie Pignatelli, winner.
Bkfc Toe the Line t-shirt. Courtesy of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Brand new, never worn.
Nice. Classy.
I'll pack it up and I'll ship it to him. Just give me the address.
All right, Jamie. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next winner, Adrian. What did he win? A Rev Gear backpack or a?
Yeah, he won a Rev Gear backpack, man. He won it from, he's an Army guy. He just joined the Army like 6-7 months ago out of Los Angeles. He won the Rev Gear backpack. Courtesy of RevGear.com. It's a travel locker. Has 19 different compartments. It's huge. I bring it on all my flights. It's a badass backpack. RevGear.com.
That's fucking sick, bro. I like that.
We're going to give some more away. We gave away a couple. One on Facebook, one on Instagram. But we're going to give away some more.
Nice.
Is there another? We're going to give away these bad boys soon, too. These are 16-ounce Rev Gear, gold and black.
Those are nice.
Gloves.
Those are really nice. Let me ask you a question, Chris. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So Adrian won the Rev Gear backpack.
The girl did too. She won a backpack also.
Okay, cool. So now are we picking 2 separate winners for the shirts?
We're going to pick a separate winner for the shirt, the white one.
Oh, okay. So somebody in the chat gets to win.
Yes.
I want to
do. And then you can pick this winner, and then I will do the next giveaway, 2 shirts, and you can pick that winner, Joe.
Wow.
We're going to have 2 giveaways.
2 giveaways.
So we gave away a Rev Gear backpack to 2 people. And then we're going to give a t-shirt, a bare knuckle, and we're going to give 2 MMA Uncensored shirts out.
I want to bring Christine Curran up on the screen, and we're going to have her. We're going to introduce her, and eventually we'll have her help us do the giveaway. Chris, I want you to think of a couple of trivia questions for the chat. Whoever's the first to answer the question, I don't give a shit if they Google it or not. The first person to answer the trivia question wins a shirt.
I got to come up with a trivia question.
Google one.
I don't need to Google.
That's sport related, dude. You got this shit. But I want to bring up, so guys, we got Christine Curran on the line. What's up, Christine?
Sorry, I was
Hey!
but whoops, sorry. There I am. I was inside, but it was kept going out the Wi-Fi, so I had to come outside. So hopefully you can see me okay.
I see you perfect.
All right.
Perfect. You're a true
Perfect.
professional, Christine, whether inside or outside. You're a true pro. I love it.
Well, listen, I meant to take a shower and everything and be at my best for you, but my phone has been going off a 1-800 number all day. So like, this is what you're getting today. Sorry.
Well, you look beautiful and you look showered to me, so you fooled me.
I wore my best perfume for you, so you know.
You look beautiful. Thank you for being on our show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
My pleasure. I wanted to kick it off with you. Obviously, we know each other. We've done the podcast together when you were in Celebrity Boxing 70s Main Event, which was a viral situation. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. And I wanted to have you back because a part of MMA Uncensored podcast is that, obviously it's a combat sports show, but we want to highlight beautiful women, talented, beautiful women across the world. So you came to mind, and I said, I got to get Christine on because Christine's a true pro and she gets it. So, and plus you've been in combat sports. So now you're part of the team here.
Well, I've been in combat sports and I've also interviewed a lot of MMA people, including and boxing people alike. So definitely something that I enjoy.
Yes. Yeah. I saw you interviewed Amanda Nunez, Stitch Duran.
Oh, wow. You did your homework.
Of course. Yeah. I have to, right? I need things to talk about here.
That's true.
No, that's awesome stuff. How did you meet Stitch Duran? Was that in Vegas or something?
Who introduced me to him? Was it Damon Feldman or I don't even know. When I was training for my boxing debut, somebody hooked me up with him, and I was in Vegas, so I went in there and met up with him. He was super cool, really nice guy, and took me on a tour, of the whole facility, and we had a good time.
That's
hey, Travis.
Awesome. Travis is an animal. He's a great guy. Great fighter, by the way. True animal. What are you sipping on there? What do you got?
Dude, after today, I needed a cocktail, and all I had left was some Gubba rum, which is delicious, by the way. And this is the end of it. I need more. Somebody deliver to me, please.
Yeah, I'm ABC Liquor, Uber Eats. I don't know. They got to get together.
Yeah.
Deliver me some booze, man. We can't even leave the house now. It's a 30-day ban in Florida. You believe this shit?
Crazy, right?
30 days, stay in your house, starting tomorrow at midnight. Unbelievable. Is it tonight at midnight or tomorrow at midnight?
Tonight.
Oh, it's tonight at midnight.
Tonight, bro.
You can't leave at all?
I don't need to leave. I got a fucking full bar and a tiki bar on my balcony. I'm good. I'm chilling. What are you puffing on there, buddy? CBD?
No, this is actually strawberry switchblade.
Oh, nice. So what does that do for you, strawberry switchblade?
Just mellows me out, man.
I like it.
Yeah, it's doctor's orders. I get it from my doctor, so I'm good. Legal.
Pretty awesome stuff.
Legally.
So, Christine, I see, you've been doing a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, for the viewers that haven't seen you before, Christine's got this really cool show called Dining Divas TV, a bunch of beautiful women that go around town to the hot spots, and they check out all this really cool food and drinks and stuff. And it's a very entertaining show. So if you're a guy or girl that likes beautiful women and very talented,
food and cocktails, whichever.
And food and cocktails and beautiful women having food and cocktails, it's definitely a great show. And Christine, she leads the way and she does a phenomenal job. And also,
I love the show, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks.
It is entertaining. What's going on?
Episode 9 is dropping this week, so we'll put it out online. Yeah.
So
just tag us. We'll share it for you.
Okay.
What have you guys been doing during this quarantine to stay busy? You can't go to restaurants.
Quarantinis in the studio one night. That was actually our Gubba rum quarantini. So that was fun. I got super hammered because I hadn't really drank in a while. But that was fun. And I've been working in the medical supply field for the last 5 days, and what a crazy industry. This is like cowboys and Indians right now in America when it comes to medical supplies. Like, shit, you go to a warehouse, there's nothing in there. There's sending money this way, wiring money there. The money's going here. I mean, it's crazy. But
I saw you put a Facebook post that you were getting rid of 7,000 beds. Was that it?
Yeah. ever since I started and I just posted a couple of things, we've been connecting, me and my partner, with all kinds of amazing people around the world and vetting them and finding like the ones that are legit and are really good suppliers. And we've got quite a few from all over. We've got, a couple in China. We've got USA. We've got the Philippines. We have Turkey, just all over. India, just suppliers from all over that have different products, whether it's the gowns, all the PPE that you need for like a pandemic like this, the gloves and the gowns and the, different things that you need. The masks, obviously the masks are like, I feel like the cartel with the masks. I mean, they're like the drug deal of like of 2020 or something. It's like craziness. Like, oh, what kind of mask you got? Oh, you got the kind like this. You got the Neosh. You got the this. It's like, it's mayhem.
Yeah, because it reminds me of like what you're describing. Reminds me of that movie War Dogs. Did you ever see that?
I did see it. I don't remember it well. I might have been drunk when I watched it, but
that's like basically what you're doing, but with weapons. Like the government gets these guys to like they're like third parties, and they get to buy these guns from other countries to the government.
I remember that now. Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what I feel like. That's exactly what it feels like. It's crazy.
that is nuts. And then what's going on behind the scenes with celebrity boxing?
I mean, Damon's doing his thing. We're definitely planning on doing something again down here. I don't know when, because we don't know what's going on. But if everybody in South Florida would just stay their ass at home, we could get through this a little bit faster. Tell me about it.
It's nuts. I mean, I couldn't believe what I heard. Well, what this is what fucked everything up was the fact that people are going to the beach to hang out, and they didn't lift anything at that point. Everybody could go to the beach, but you can't go anywhere else. And then they're like, all right, you know what? This was a bad idea because everybody in the damn state is going to fucking the beach right now. So they closed the beach off, but then people are going on their boats. They're going to Lake Boca. They're tying 10 boats together. They're all getting drunk. They're pissing in the water. God knows what else they're doing in the water. So it's like, that didn't work too well. So now Florida's completely on fucking shutdown. It's unbelievable.
Well, even worse was the car show they did off 95. Did you hear about that? And the two kids got shot or something. I don't even know. They literally blocked off all of 95 with like dunk cars and trucks and whatever, and did a car show in the middle of the night on 95 or something crazy like that. Yeah, and 2 people got killed. It was shot. The video was on Facebook. I mean, it's going to get crazy. I tell everyone, stay your ass at home. If you got a gun, protect yourself because, hey, Elena. I'm
hey, Elena.
Love you. So, yeah, it's just really crazy right now. I mean, stock up on your food and just, non-perishables and have your gun and stay the fuck home so you don't get robbed. People are getting robbed. People are getting killed. It's just crazy.
That's Florida. It's the people don't get it. It's the damn wild South down here. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy state. There's always some craziness going on. I was talking to Damon about celebrity boxing because, I'm a part of the team now with celebrity boxing. I'm excited about it. I can't wait.
Congratulations, Joe.
Yeah, thank you very much. I can't get in the ring, but I'll be happy to spectate and do whatever I can to help. Maybe one day I'll come out of retirement. We'll see what happens. But I just like being a part of it. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to be working with Jamie Klomp. We're going to be doing a lot of commentary and ring announcing. Jamie's hilarious.
Killed it over there at the last one that we did. That was a lot of fun. They were funny.
Yeah, that was a huge event. I mean, there was hundreds of thousands of people that watched online. I mean, I saw the numbers. It was pretty big. It's a lot.
Yeah. You get 2 girls in the ring. You never, I mean, everybody wants to watch that, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm just going to put it out there. I wish they would bring back the bra and panties matches like WWE used to have. Those were super entertaining. And I wish they would do that again. I've said my piece. That's it.
That's like the lingerie football. Oh. Whatever happened to that? Did they
Legends League? They got taken out before the coronavirus came up.
They got taken out first.
I've been following them for a long time.
I auditioned for them in their very first season, and I made it. And then something happened. They lost all the paperwork or some crazy shit, and they could. I don't even know. And I wasn't in the loop. But I'm glad I didn't participate because those girls were getting smashed around, and they had no they weren't fixing them up. They weren't paying them for the damages. I mean, they were not taking care of those girls at all. So I'm glad I wasn't in that shit.
Jeff, oh my God. Jeff Houston just said that to me. They call me Jabberwocky Joe. He said, I pick up. Yeah, he did something over there. I don't know. He's in quarantine and he got old, but he'll get young again. Jeff, by the way, Jeff, I'm glad you're here and it's gone now. But this, my friend, was a pina colada. Cheers. I kept my promise. Cheers. Is this quarantine happy hour right now? Social distancing at its finest. Cheers.
Oh, look at that. We all got a drink.
Yes, we're not fucking around.
Right now, there's no days of the week. There's no hours of the day. Nothing. It's good all day long. 24 hours a day. Do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm working from home. That's what I'm doing. It's odd. I'm waking up and I'm just like, I'm used to driving a few miles down the road to go to work. And now it's just, walk from the bed to the living room. I mean,
I change my office every day. I have my office in my room, got my office in the dining room. Now I'm out here on the back patio,
Look, yeah, you got it made.
I moved mine 3 times. I keep moving it.
What I do want to say this. Jeff made me laugh. I want to say how lucky the 3 of us are right now. It's just the 3 of us talking right now. I know there's people in the chat that are watching as well. And I really, really, truly hope and wish that there's nothing but good things for everybody that's happening during this hard time. But I just want to take a moment just to say how grateful I think we all should be for the situations that we're in. We're all working. We all have income. We're able to have a good time on a podcast and just shoot the shit while some serious shit is going on in the world. So I just want to say I have nothing but the biggest gratitude right now.
100%.
Is there anything that I could do or we could do to help anybody in the chat? There's something going on. Hit us up. Let us know. If your business is open, but I've been saying this a lot. And Christine, I know you got big connections in the food industry, but I've been saying this a lot on the podcast, and I want to help people. And I got some things in the works with some restaurants and bars that are functioning right now, but a lot of people don't know that they're open. Hey, reach out. We'll do something. We'll set something up. We'll put our heads together. If your business is open and operating, but obviously it's either curbside or takeout, but people don't know it because it's a fucking ghost town everywhere, we'll be more than happy to do something to help spread the word for your business, free of charge. This is just to help out. So whatever we could do to help the community. Christine, anything that you could lend a hand or just, say, hey, I know so-and-so still open. I'll give them a shout out on the podcast. Be happy to
yeah, I wanted to put together an email blast for the people that are still open that we've worked with, but I've shared a lot of people's menus, their takeout menus and delivery menus on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff, but some of the restaurants already shut down fully. Like they're not even doing that because it's just not worth it. And it's just, the whole thing is really, it's just a lot. It's really sad. And I think a lot of people really, I know they're giving like major discounts, which is awesome. But I think also it's just a little, for a lot of people, like they say, most people in America only have $500 to $1,000 in their savings account. So right now, even people who would love to support their local restaurants have been having a really hard time because even with the discounts, it's still cheaper to go to the grocery store. And I think it's just a very sad situation where nothing really can work out for on all of people's situations because they can only discount so much or they can't make any money. And, it just kind of is a overall sad situation. I'm really hoping this passes over faster than they say.
I hope so too. I know I was watching the president do a press conference a couple of days ago. He was talking about businesses and, obviously the food industry, the hospitality industry suffering greatly. One of the things President did say, the loan payments are going to be put kind of on a pause. Also, rent is going to be put on a pause from coming directly from the president. They're working things out where pretty much everything right now is going to be on hold. So if you can't make your rent or you can't make a payment or whatever the case may be, you're not going to be held accountable. I know they did something on the residential side for mortgages. If you can't pay your mortgage, believe right now, and I could be wrong, but somebody in the chat, correct me if I am, but I'm pretty sure 90 days they're going to give you to make a payment now. And they'll add that on the back end of your mortgage and they won't charge you any interest. So, there are things that are being done to kind of help alleviate the pain, the financial stress. So hopefully this doesn't knock out, a lot of businesses out there. I know some aren't going to survive, but again, that's why I want to whatever I could do to help.
Right now. I mean, why do you want to stay open when you feel like your health is at jeopardy? I mean, at first everybody thought it was fun and games, but now I'm in the medical supply field, and I've got nurses calling me and crying to me like they're scared for their life because they go to work and they don't have enough PPE, and that the hospital's not buying anymore, or they didn't get enough, or this, that, and then you start hearing more and more and more. Like today, I'm on Facebook, and I saw at least 5 people I know share their close relative, their close friend died just today. And these are now, it's coming closer and closer to home. So it's like, why even stay open? Because then take that risk to make a few bucks. It's like the whole thing is a very scary situation,
Yeah. What have you been doing since you've been in quarantine? What are some of the things you've been doing to keep sane and keep busy?
Well, first of all, I got to say, I am an intro extrovert. So I realized in quarantine that I really like being by myself more than anything in the world. I must really not like people as much as I think I do, because I really didn't drink anything. And I usually drink like a couple times a week. And I feel like people make me feel like I need to drink because they drive me crazy or something. I don't know. But I'm like been happy I'm just running around my house, just happy, just getting my stuff done, minding my own business. I'm super fine by myself. I have no issues at all. I leave the house, go get my things, come back, me and my daughter, hang out for a little bit. And it's like a bachelorette pad over here. I got a 16.
I'm with you. Like
I'm totally
100.
fine. I keep myself busy. I went on and I found something to do. I'm like 1-800 number on the phone for 16 hours a day trying to sell medical supplies, and I'm having a fun time doing it, man. It's like, it's hardcore out here. It's like it's not for the faint of heart. So I'm having a blast. I don't know. I mean, I hope other people can go out and try to find other things to get into. Like, don't be scared to attack other ideas or to try something new. I mean, this is the best time to do it. If you ever wanted to get into a different field, if you ever wanted to try sales, I mean, this is the time to experiment, because you never know, you might end up hitting something big that ends up changing your entire life, and you don't go back to that basic ass job or that easy fast cash at the hospitality industry. It might be time for you to level up.
100%. I agree. I think it's a good time for all of us to, I know Chris, Chris is the CEO of MMA Uncensored. I mean, he's got a huge platform. He does great work. I mean, Chris, for a guy like you, does this give you more time or more opportunity to do things, or have you been able to get in touch with people that you haven't been able to find? You guys haven't been able to find the time to talk, and now you can. Have you had that?
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, our business has taken a hit. All the businesses we work for have taken hits. But we just keep on pushing through, man. I mean, I'm still doing all my advertising I do for my companies I work for, the Bare Knuckles, the Game Up Nutritions, the Nick Diaz. We just keep pushing it and just make sure we get these products out to people. Redgear.com, they got like 2 people in the shop now. They had like 19. They're down to 2. They're still processing the orders. They're still sending them. Everybody's struggling right now. But
yeah,
we all need to stay positive. I mean, stay positive, stay at home, go to the grocery store, come back home, wash up, put your groceries off, make sure the kids don't get sick, all that stuff. But, everybody's staying positive here. I mean, we're in Tampa.
One of the things I'm going to be doing, Chris and Christine. Oh, Chris and Chris, look at that. One of the things, I'm going to call you guys Chris Squared. So one of the things I plan on doing, you ever see that show, The Circle, on Netflix?
I haven't watched it yet. I've heard about it. I watched like 5 minutes and I was bored right away, and I was like done with that.
Oh, I love that show. I loved it. Actually, I had one of the actresses that was on the show was on my podcast.
I did see that you had her on. I need to take some time to watch it, because did you see what I'm doing? I have America's Gone Viral with Brian Breach that I'm producing. So that's like competition reality show, like for content creators. And I guess The Circle's not the same, but it's the first show we've ever seen that had to do with social media influencer kind of competition, but it's a totally different concept. So I went to go watch it just for that purpose, for research, and I just didn't get through. I don't know. I have ADHD, you know what I mean? I'm like 5 minutes, I'm like done. The only thing that can keep me concentrated is like Power or Ozark, like something that's like high fast shit. Like I'm like, oh shit, oh snap, that kind of stuff. That's what I need to watch. Pornhub, like you said.
Pornhub.
Joe Wilk, one of the bare knuckle fighters. Pornhub, Fight Pass, and positivity. I mean, there you go.
Whatever it takes, right, Joe? Whatever it takes.
Hey, that's it.
When is David and Damon fighting? I'm trying to get that fight going.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Brother versus brother?
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Are you breaking news right now? Are you breaking
I'm
news?
saying, like, when are they gonna get it in? Like, come on, let's do it.
Brother versus brother. When was the last time we saw that happen? Bret Hart and Owen Hart.
WWE.
I think that would be the ultimate comeback, like for this whole quarantine thing. Get Damon and David in the ring together.
Wow.
I'm calling them out.
You talking 12-ounce gloves? 12-ounce gloves or bare knuckle?
Oh, please don't put those big gloves on them. Those things are ridiculous. Those ones that I had, they're the size of my head. I'm like,
no. You had the 23-ounce gloves.
Those are ridiculous.
Yeah, those were crazy.
They're big.
They were big. They were too big. What are those, 10-ounce there, Chris?
Those are 16-ounce Rev Gear gloves. RevGear.com.
Those are cool. Yeah, put those on them. Get them in the ring. Let's do this.
Yeah, a little sparring.
Let's
We'll
team
have to talk to both the Feldmans when we have a chance.
Feldman versus Feldman.
I'm not bringing that up to them. They may kick my ass.
I'm not even going to say it. Ever.
I'm not going to say anything to that effect. Oh, no.
That was you.
It was me. I did it.
Blame it on you. You'll get away with it. We won't.
We won't.
100.
So, all right. Another thing I may as well just bring it. I want to bring up a clip so that viewers could see you in action.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Just a little something. I mean, this, we did this the last time, but I want to, for the new viewers out there, I want them to see you in action in the ring. And look, this was a dog fight.
Oh my Lord.
Now, I've never seen headlocks in boxing.
Oh
I mean,
dude, that was so fucking crazy.
How many rounds was this fight?
She headlocked me like at least 5 times.
Oh, there you go. Look, there it is. These girls are just celebrity boxing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in there somewhere. I'm in
There
the
we
crowd
go.
somewhere.
There we go. Get a in the baby
Get
maker.
it.
In
Look
the
at
baby
this.
maker.
The referee's just like, yeah, we're just gonna kind of let it go. Now, if I was refereeing this, I'd be in there breaking this up, like, hey, separate box, separate. I don't know, like this was like rock'em sock'em.
Yeah. It's a small ring, Joe. That's a small ring.
Well, there's a story behind that ring, by the way.
Dude, there's a story behind the entire fucking thing. The entire event.
Let's hear it. Please.
The event went like so sour fast because we were sold out. Everything was like on point, and then we get the big ring in there, and there's like a safety hazard with like the fire hazard or something because it was too big. It fit, but there was no way to get out of like one of the exits, so they had to last minute go get a small ring and replace it like the night before. Charged us like a crap load extra money for it, which like killed our profits. And then and I come in the morning, I'm like, what the is this shit? And yeah, so I trained for defense because I already knew how she fought. I've studied her, and she was a straight offensive crazy animal, and she doesn't box. She just tries to attack you, and she likes to throw people on the floor. That's her favorite. That's her famous thing, or put them in a headlock. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tire this chick out, right? That's my goal. So I trained for defense. I trained, to get in my punches when it was necessary and play defense, and that fucked up my whole strategy. 8 to 10 weeks of training, and I'm like, what the heck am I going to do now? So, and then those gloves are clearly way bigger than what you train with. And so you get in there, and then I didn't train really with the headgear because I didn't have headgear until like 3 days before. So I did my last like 2 like little, training sessions with the headgear, and that headgear is like a football helmet. Now, nobody told me to go buy some little small helmet like she had. So she capitalized on that and pulled it in front of my eyes. So it was round 2, I couldn't see anything. Round 2, I was completely blind. Okay, with it down to my nose, and I was just swinging because I didn't know what the heck's going on. The whole thing was crazy, man. It was crazy.
I witnessed the whole thing live, and yeah, it was pretty wild. And you had like a world-class trainer, Billy Patton.
Billy is
American
awesome.
top team. I mean, Billy's top notch, and that was your trainer. So
yeah, he was great. I loved working with him. We're both Irish, so the Fighting Irish. We were having a ball. We had an absolute ball training together.
I'm part of Irish too, my lassie. So what's next for you? What's coming up? During this quarantine, anything you want to? Huh?
He's showing me alcohol. I want mine.
Prop at 12.
Can you pour
That's
me
that Conor McGregor shit. Fuck it. Yeah. I mean, what the hell?
What?
Hey, let me hold on. Wait, I got to get my producer to go get. Can you make me a drink? Let me get my producers over here.
You've been out for a while, Joe.
Yeah, I know. Hey, make me a fucking drink, huh? Yeah. Thank you.
All right, hold on. I'll go.
You funny. You funny. I don't have a producer. I'm the fucking producer.
I'm the producer. Well, I'm
He's the host.
I'm
Producer.
the host. I know. Me and Joe, we have a lot in common.
Well, Christine, I got to tell you, I respect your hustle. I see what you do. First of all, you're doing what you love to do. I could tell you're passionate about it, but you're making shit happen. You know, you're doing it. I see it, you know, and I respect the hell out of you for that because I do the same thing, you know.
You too. I see you.
I got my questions, Joe. Ready for the game?
All right. We're going to do a giveaway. Yes.
No, we're going to do the game first, then a giveaway.
The trivia and whoever answers.
Yeah, the trivia. Yeah. You ready,
Okay.
Christine?
Oh, okay. Got you.
You ready?
Wait for me?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Oh, shit.
So your fans get to know you better.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. It won't be bad, promise.
That's all right. I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Well, hold on. Now, what is your best vacation and where and with who?
I like island vacations, but I'm totally down for like a nice snow bunny vacation because I'm tired of the heat. I want to go snow skiing in Vail. Boom.
Colorado?
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right. The next one. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Grease. I think I've watched it like 500 times. I've been watching it since I was like 13 years old or something, and I know every word to every song.
Can you
What's
do
your
this?
favorite song? Go ahead. Give us a song.
No. I'm not singing. I can't go Grease lightning. I'm cruising through the hit town now. Grease lightning, go Grease lightning.
Okay. Question number 3. All right. Who's the most annoying person you know? Actor, athlete, anybody?
Oh, Jesus.
Annoying.
There's so many.
Okay, give me 2.
I mean, right now Madonna's driving me crazy. I don't know what the fuck she's up to with the leaves or the rose petals in her bathtub, talking all kinds of smack. I don't know. She's taking those good drugs.
Yeah, the real good ones. All right, question number 4. Something people don't know about you that you're going to reveal right now.
Holy crap. Oh, okay. I was band captain in high school. I was a total nerd.
Really?
Yeah, I play 4 instruments.
Which 4?
I play clarinet, jazz trombone, contra euphonium, and marching baritone.
Wow.
Very talented, Christine. You're more talented than I thought.
I don't think that's a compliment.
That is a compliment because I just did a whole thing about how talented you are. So yes.
I know.
So we got to do the trivia question. So
we just did it.
No. For the chat, so that we can give away a T-shirt to the winner.
Okay, we got 2 T-shirts. Let me show you the shirts quick.
All right, we're gonna do it, Christine. You're gonna help us.
My shirt. I want a shirt.
Well, you're gonna get one. There's one. You see it?
MMA and chill.
I like.
Okay, that's one.
I got that shirt. It's super comfortable. By the way, guys, if you don't know T-shirts, it's Next Level is the brand, and Next Level makes the most comfortable T-shirts on the planet.
Like the ones that feel like they've already been worn out. Like the ones that you love.
Oh, you got it. I'm in all my glory right now.
Yeah. MMA.uncensored.net. They're $20 free delivery. 2 shirts. Pick a winner.
All right. So, guys, we're gonna do an MMA trivia question. Chris, did you get any?
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
I didn't say one yet, but I was gonna say one.
Well, ask the question. I'll type it into the chat.
Okay.
What's the question?
Here's the question. Who was the very first UFC heavyweight champion?
Okay, guys.
The winner gets the 2 shirts, man. I'll mail them out tomorrow, probably.
First person to answer in the chat. Who was the first UFC heavyweight champ? Damn, you all suck. You all suck.
Somebody's Googling right now.
Come on, who could Google faster?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll let him think on it. What shirt is going to be for the MMA and Chill?
And the MMA Uncensored red that you're wearing.
Oh yeah, it's a sick shirt. Coleman,
Yeah,
somebody
we're gonna have to get her an MMA and Chill shirt soon.
There you go.
I'm totally down.
A couple.
There you go,
Okay.
there, Chris.
Coleman?
Will Coleman. Anybody else?
I guess that's a no, Joe. Wow. Come on, Google. You could Google. It's just about who can get there quicker. Come on. Terrible. Y'all suck. You give a free t-shirt. You can't answer the damn question. It's a free t-shirt on the line. I know the answer. I can't say it. But damn y'all. Damn y'all. Fine. Be like that. I can't believe it. We'll leave the question up.
Well, he won.
Huh?
He won.
Oh, he got it?
Yeah.
Coleman?
Oh, you got to put the
Ding, ding, ding,
Hammer.
ding.
Should it be the full name?
Mark the Hammer Coleman.
Just Mark Coleman. But all right, we're going to give him Coleman.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Wilk.
Sounds like a
Joe
winner.
Wilk wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations
Joe Wilk.
to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship's own Joe Wilk.
Smart man.
Joe Wilk, you just won yourself an MMA and Chill shirt.
And an MMA Uncensored red.
Wow. Sick.
Yeah,
Sick.
Joe, DM me your address and I'll send it out tomorrow or Friday.
You hear that, Joe Wilk? DM the CEO himself, and he will personally get that sent out to you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Joe's response is, yeah.
Yay.
Sweet, man. I'm glad Joe Wilk is one cool dude. Joe Wilk was on the last, Christine, I do a prediction show every month before the pay-per-view for the Bare Knuckle. And Joe Wilk came on and had the pleasure of talking to Joe Wilk. He's a good fighter, and now he's getting his shot at Bare Knuckle. And hilarious. I mean, he had everybody in the damn show. There was like 7 or 8 of us on screen, and this guy just had everybody cracking up. So not only deadly, but funny as well. So I like it.
Nice.
And then he also had
What's up, Joe?
now get me the digits. That he wants your digits, Christine.
What?
Oh.
Ah.
Is Joe going to be 2 for 2 or 1 for 2 tonight?
To be continued.
There are a lot of people in the chat. I got to say it because, a lot of people in the chat are requesting to take the name tags off because of Christine.
Oh, the red name tags are blocking.
I can't see it.
Your red name tag is blocking the best view in the house for the viewers. So they're all like the whole episode. Like I see them in the chat.
Where is this chat at? Why can I see this chat?
Oh, I'm the master of the chat. I'm the chat master. I get to see everything that happens in there.
And then fix it, Joe. Fix it for the guys.
I can. I don't think I can. I don't think I can remove the names, unfortunately, guys. I do apologize.
Maybe next time, right, Joe?
Christine, like literally, I got to be honest, it's like perfectly blocking your cleavage, like perfectly.
I planned this.
It's so funny, actually, to me, because everyone's bugging about it. Great. Sorry, guys. Hey, guys. Sorry. And girls, too. No offense. Both of you.
Maybe next time, right, Joe? Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. It is uncensored after all.
We will bring her on again soon.
Hey.
Is there another trivia question, or is that it?
That was it.
That was it.
That's all I had
Joe
for
Will.
her. I mean,
Joe Will, congratulations.
congrats on Joe.
Christine, you fantastic as always. Always. We got to
Is there
collab soon.
anything she wants to plug, maybe, Joe? Anything
Plug
she wants
away.
to plug?
Whoa, well, I mean, we should talk about it. Besides, Dining Divas, which we're right before this happened, was really popping off major. We had some big contracts with cruise lines, hotels. We were doing the Vacay Divas. We're doing Divasodes, which are webisodes. We're doing Divas After Dark, which will be starting after this is all over.
What Divas After Dark?
So Divas After Dark, we just did on episode 9 a cooking show at Culinary Convenience in Fort Lauderdale. It was a super blast, and what we realized is that getting 6 girls together to learn how to cook a meal and drinking wine at the same time, it turns into a straight food porn conversation. So it's very fun and very wild and very silly. And we're like, it would be great to just do a live stream with all 6 of us cooking something with a different chef all the time, drinking a different cocktail or different wine every time, and just let it unleash and just let the girls fucking talk, because man, the conversations that come out are hilarious. So we're going to do Divas After Dark, which will be a live stream, Divasodes, which are our webisodes, where we taste and try different products, like we did last week with Gubba Rum. I think you saw that. We did that on a live, actually, but that would be more like the webisodes we'll be doing. And then we have our Dining Divas show, and Vacay Divas is really full episodes on hotels, resorts, and cruise lines. So we got all that going on. Yeah, fun stuff. If you want to check out, you can go to diningdivas.tv. I got to get my new website finished so I can put the new stuff up, but you can go check out some of our older stuff there. And then we're dropping episode 9 this week. And then I'm working on Influential Model Awards with my partner, Jared. And that was going to be like the Emmys or Grammys for influencers in September. And obviously this is totally unexpected that this happened. We were going to host it at the Hard Rock Casino, and we had so many amazing things happening with that. We have 80 contracted influencers that have like 1 million to 10 million followers. I mean, the best in the world. I mean, we're flying in girls from China, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada.
From China.
Everywhere. We have influencers from all over the world. And we have 25 diverse categories, from best in acting to best entrepreneurship to best plus size model to best in swimwear and best musical talent. I mean, so diverse, including
amazing.
Including best in national service. So women who've served in our military, we had a category for that. And we have best in stunts in combat, which, they don't get recognition at the major award shows. So that was another thing. So this is an all-female influencer event that we have no doubt is going to be like the Grammys or Emmys in the next couple of years. And no doubt. As a matter of fact, the first year is going to be so amazing because these girls have been so awesome. And if you go on our page or you go to our website, Influential Model, it's the IMAs, I'm sorry. It's the IMAs on Instagram and the Influential Model Awards on Facebook. And then it's the IMAs.com. You can kind of check out what we're doing. But it's a 2-day event with a VIP yacht gala, red carpet Grammy style award show. I mean, celebrities, influencers, the works. So I'm hosting that, and I'm a partner on that. And so we're really excited about it. But obviously with this happening, we're not going to be able to do it the way we were supposed to do it. Right. So we decided this year we're going to do an all virtual award show. Because we had a fan award and a judge award. So we're going to be doing an all virtual award show just for the fan award only, which will be voting. So we have an app that we've created. I mean, this is going to be top notch, next level shit. So people are going to have to like copy us after this because it's so badass. So kudos to my partner, Jared Knowles. He's a badass, and I love working with him, and we're really killing it with this. So stay tuned for that, because that is September. I would believe we're still doing it the 27th, Sunday the 27th, for the virtual award show. And all the girls will be coming on live or be doing videos accepting their awards, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
Thanks. The next year you can come in person.
Yes, I would be happy to be there. Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I'll be there too.
Definitely.
Chris will be there, of course. Big Papa got to join the show.
Yeah.
Papa got to have fun once in a while.
And then Christine, it's at Christine Curran, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Instagram, you got to follow Christine. She does some pretty
follow
awesome
her,
stuff.
please.
Yeah, just follow, man. Follow.
I'm always getting into something crazy, so you're guaranteed a good time.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with a good time.
You got a great page, great business, and congratulations. Thank you so much for being on our show. It's not the end. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thanks, Chris. I love you. You guys are great. Joe's awesome. You picked a winner over there with him for sure.
Thank you.
Oh, you are too kind, Christine. You're too. I actually paid her. I Venmo'd her before the show. I told her to say that.
What?
Oh man. Well, I'm wishing you nothing but the best of luck, Christine. I know we're going to stay in touch, and I want us to stay in touch because maybe there's something that we could collaborate on in the future, or even doing something to help the community during this hard time.
I'd love to talk about that. Obviously, this whole medical field thing, I just got myself wrapped up in the last couple of days is crazy, but I assume that it'll start to settle down a little bit more after the next week or so, and I'd love to talk with you further, Joe, and see what we can do for the restaurants in the community and how we can help them. And I have some ideas that I'll tell you, but not yet. I don't want to unleash the cat, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we'll leave that cat in quarantine for right now.
Mhm.
Well, thank you again, Christine. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much for joining the show. Really awesome stuff.
All right,
And Joe Wilk is going to blow your DMs up. He just said in the chat. So just so you know,
Oh,
we may have to make MMA censored for a bit. No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you again, Christine. You're always a classy, great woman, and always happy to talk
well,
to
I
you.
love MMA. I don't know if you know, but I was an MMA ring girl for many years before, back like forever ago. I'm gonna have to send you that picture. I'm gonna send you that picture.
I have the picture.
You have it from back in the day with Reed Wallace. You know Reed Wallace? Oh yeah, that's a good friend of mine.
I had to research you to get your videos promos
you
together.
guys
So
got- oh my
I went back to 2015.
You guys found everything. I was like, man,
I went way back.
I see that. I see.
That's my job.
Always
Good
got to
job,
keep it professional.
If
Always.
I ever
Well, she had a great segment.
You're hired.
Yeah, you had a great segment with Avril Matthew.
Avril Matthew. She had, she was.
Super.
I don't know if she still is, but she was undefeated when I interviewed her.
She just won like a month ago. She won a month ago. She's undefeated. I think 4 or 5-0 in boxing.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Great.
She was a beauty pageant winner. I mean, she's badass, man. I mean, her story is cute. It's a cute one.
Yeah. Plus, she puts on good promo videos. She's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Well, yeah. I mean, she won like what, Miss Hawaiian Tropic and Miss something else.
Yeah.
I mean, she won two beauty pageants worldwide before she became a professional boxer.
Wow.
I think Muay Thai and then now boxing.
Yep.
From
Yeah.
beauty to
Big
boxing.
fan of hers.
I like it.
Yeah.
Avril Matthew.
Avril Matthew.
Instagram.
Let's get her on the show.
Okay.
We'll try.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll send her a message and tell her, that you guys are interested in talking to her.
Right.
Done.
Perfect.
Done. It's already
That's
set.
done.
Wrap.
It's done.
It just happens that quick.
Locked in.
Tell me
Locked
what you
in.
want. I get it done for you.
Oh,
Please, thank
shit.
You could be our co-host or something later.
See that?
Hey, I'm always down to come on. I like to talk shit.
You and Joe are magic on the mic together.
Hey.
There's magic in the air.
Love.
Da-dum.
I love it. Guys, cheers.
Out, man.
My empty glass to your empty glass.
Cheers to that, baby.
Cheers.
Y'all.
Let's fill them up. Guys, thank you to the viewers in the chat. Thank you for joining the podcast. Episode 1, MMA Uncensored. CEO himself, Chris LeBeau. We had President and CEO of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, Dave Feldman, and the lovely CEO of Dining Divas TV. Did I say that right?
Yeah, founder, creator,
CEO, president, king, queen, Christine Curran. Amazing first episode. If I do
Thank
say
you so
myself.
much. You were a
Thanks,
pleasure to
guys.
talk.
Hey,
God bless.
stay safe, all right? Wear your mask out in public, all right?
I will. I promise. I don't. I promise. Wait, can I still kiss though?
after you sanitize.
Yeah, I've been brushing my teeth with that Purell. It actually works pretty good. Look how white they are.
Gargle with a Lysol.
Yeah, exactly, right? Get some Banaka, the Lysol. Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, stay safe. Fill your drinks, everybody. Thank you again for watching, everybody. Congratulations, Joe Wilk, on winning the T-shirts. And to Jamie and the other guy's name. Hold on. Sorry, I got to say it. Jamie and Adrian on your Rev Gear backpacks.
RevGear.com. Thank you, RevGear.com. GameUpNutrition.com. Nick and Nate Diaz. That's it. MMA Uncensored at everywhere in the world, I guess. Thank you so much. I'm so humble and thankful for Joe taking on this host job and the people and everything. I just can't be happy enough. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Take care, Christine. Chris, thank you again, my friend.
Thank you, brother. This is great.
This was a fun first episode.
We popped the cherry, Joe.
And that's it. And we're gonna continue to pop them. I'm out for pops. I want to pop. I want to keep popping them and popping them.
Oh my God. Next week is going to be blockbusters, bro.
So what's going on next week, Chris? Let's just a little quick teaser for whoever's left here.
All right. Well, everybody's still left. So here's the deal. We're going to have Dr. Dat and a win. Let go, baby Rogan.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, call that baby
You.
Rogan, baby.
So next week we'll have Dr. Bo Hightower. Dr. Bo Hightower is a chiropractor. He works for John Jones, Michelle Waterson, a bunch of the fighters. He's an awesome dude. He has so much to bring. Dr. Bo Hightower will be on the next show. Hector Lombard, James Krause, Pearl Gonzalez, UFC fighter, Invicta FC fighter, Pearl Gonzalez, a good friend of ours. And we got some special things.
Artem Lobov.
Oh my God, man. Artem's coming on. Artem's coming on. He's going to bring the heat, man. Get ready. He's going to bring some heat.
Also, hot babes. Lots of them. We have so many hot babes. But here's the thing, guys and girls. There's always going to be beautiful women on the podcast. That's one of the things we're going to be doing. But beautiful, interesting women, right? We're going to see some beautiful women, but interesting, beautiful women that are doing something interesting, whether it's in combat sports or whether it's fitness or something along those lines. We're going to have beautiful, talented women on the podcast as well. So stay tuned for more beautiful women on MMA Uncensored podcast.
I've heard some Playboy Playmates and some other women might be on here to share their experiences. Maybe some videos
Could be a Playmate.
Motivate us. Maybe.
It could be WWE. Could be. There's so many things that are gonna go down on this podcast. So many things.
We'll be here next week.
Next week, guys. Thank you so much, Chris. You're the fucking man. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're the fucking man. A lot of fun, You're the
brother.
Fucking man, Joe.
Listen, man, we just having a good time, man. We're a bunch of fans having a lot of fun, man. And I appreciate it and look forward to it. So we will see you guys April 8th. Dr. Bo Hightower. Going to be a lot of fun.
And special guest at 9:00 after Joe. Stay tuned.
A very special guest. Stay tuned for the promo on that one, guys.
El Fuego. Thank you, Joe. God bless our MMA family. See you soon.
Peace.